Students, this is a short class. We will be discussing about the differences in between micronormoblast versus megaloblast. Okay, so as from the name it suggests that micronormoblasts are seen in case of iron deficiency anemia and megaloblasts are seen in case of megaloblastic anemia. So that much is clear to everybody, right? Now, why is this difference? Why is the size of the normoblast is small in case of iron deficiency and it is megalo means large? It is easy to remember. Megaloblastic means megaloblast are seen, and in iron deficiency anemia, characteristically RBCs are microcytic hypochromic. So from that you can remember these are micro, right? Micronormoblasts. Now, as the stage of maturation, everybody knows that along the stages of maturation, what is happening is that the size of the cell keeps decreasing, one thing, right? And second, nucleus size also keeps decreasing and it is extruded out. Which stage of RBC maturation is it extruded out? It is extruded out at the stage of reticulocyte. So reticulocyte is the stage where the nucleus is extruded out and it takes around 1 day. Okay, for 1 day this reticulocyte remains in the blood circulation and is finally converted into mature RBCs. What are mature RBCs? These are the RBCs we see in our normal peripheral blood picture. Okay, so along the stages of maturation, what is happening? The nucleus size is decreasing, number one. Second thing, right, it is in fact extruded out. Second, the size of the cell is also decreasing. Also, one thing we see that in a completely immature blast, right, there are a number of nucleoli, the number of which keeps decreasing, right? Nucleoli are very prominent, right, along with the opened up chromatin, right? And so that condensation of chromatin occurs. Okay, along the stage of maturation, one thing, yes, the size of the nucleus is decreasing and condensation of chromatin is increasing. That means in a blast stage the chromatin is kind of open, which keeps becoming condensed with the stage of maturation. I think that is clear. Now we will move to next. In case of iron deficiency, we see these micronormoblasts. So of course the name suggests these are micro, right, number one, and then second, you have to remember that there is fraying of cytoplasmic borders, right? Fraying of cytoplasmic borders. Now, what is happening is this iron, it is due to deficiency of iron. We all know this iron is required for the cytoplasmic maturation. Okay, for the cytoplasmic maturation, iron is required. Now, due to deficiency, yes, the cytoplasmic maturation may not have taken place, but the nucleus maturation is taking place normally, right? Now, as the nucleus maturation is occurring, that means the nucleus is decreasing in size, number one, and the condensation of chromatin is occurring. So, the nuclear maturation is normal. Nucleus maturation is normal, right? So, that means that the size of nucleus is decreasing, yes, and the condensation of chromatin is occurring. That means, yes, it is a small pycnotic nucleus. Okay, it is a mature type, so small pycnotic nucleus with very condensed chromatin, I hope that is clear, right? So it's a micronormoblast, right? Condensed small pycnotic nucleus along with some amount of cytoplasm which has got fraying of cytoplasmic borders, and also the maturation is not properly occurring. That means there is some basophilia, right? If maturation would have occurred, some eosinophilia due to increased amount of hemoglobin would have occurred. That means also associated basophilia is there. So is it clear? These are small pycnotic size along with condensed chromatin and small amount of basophilic cytoplasm with the fraying of cytoplasmic borders. So these are the characteristic micronormoblast, okay, seen in iron deficiency anemia. Now when we move next to megaloblast, right, megaloblasts are seen in, as the name suggests, megaloblastic anemia, where there is deficiency of vitamin B12 and folic acid. So what is happening is, because the nucleus maturation depends upon these, right, these are deficient. That means nucleus maturation lags behind, does not occur. So I told you along the stages of maturation the size of nucleus was decreasing and condensation of chromatin was occurring, but here they are completely immature because we do not have vitamin B12 and folic acid required for maturation of the nucleus. That means, can I say that the nuclear size will be large, right? So size of cell and size of nucleus is quite large. Yes, they are megaloblast, and also open chromatin or sieve like chromatin is there. Now what do you mean by open chromatin and how do you appreciate for beginners? So you can see that you can see these white spaces, right? Whereas in a complete pycnotic nucleus, that was very basophilic nucleus, right? There was no white spaces, but here you can see something which is open or transparent, we can see through. And in simple terms, these are the white spaces you can appreciate. That is a feature of open or sieve chromatin. So that means the size of the nucleus is large, the chromatin is very open or sieve like chromatin is there, right? That means these are immature nucleus. So immature nucleus, and that suggests that due to deficiency of vitamin B12 and folic acid, right, there is nucleus is to cytoplasmic asynchrony. That means the nucleus is not able to get mature as the cytoplasm. So we can see the nucleus size is very large and it has open sieve like chromatin, but the cytoplasm is almost mature and there is somewhat eosinophilia seen in the cytoplasm, right? So is it clear? Can you appreciate the differences in micronormoblast? We can remember microcytic hypochromic anemia, that means seen in iron deficiency anemia number 1, whereas in megaloblastic anemia these are megaloblasts, right? In case of iron deficiency anemia, the nucleus maturation is normal and thus the nucleus with the stage of maturation gets small, pycnotic, right, and condensed chromatin. There is no white space, you can see completely basophilic nucleus, but the cytoplasm maturation is not able to take place because for that you require iron, and thus the cytoplasmic basophilia along with fraying of cytoplasmic border can be seen. Whereas in megaloblastic anemia, due to B12 and folic acid deficiency, the nuclear maturation does not occur. The size of the nucleus is quite large along with open sieve like chromatin, right? So is it clear? Differences between micronormoblast and megaloblast. So that is a very important finding in bone marrow. In fact, bone marrow examination or bone marrow aspiration, if you find these megaloblasts, that is diagnostic for your megaloblastic anemia. I hope this class helps you to differentiate in between the two and the reasons behind their presence and appearance. Okay, thank you.